Fucking hoes and popping pills, man, I feel it's like a rock star. I've been fucking hoes and popping pills, man, I feel it's like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. Fucking with me, call up on the Rossi and show up and then they shut down. And my homies pull up on your block and make that thing go grata-ta-ta. Switch my waking back in black and started saying rest in peace to Con Scott.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we've got the third episode of my F1 2019 career going into the Chinese and Azerbaijan races at Baku. But to start off with, we'll be picking ourselves right between Sergio Perez and Devon Butler, and there's only ever one man who's going to go for it. We have to go for our F2 rival in Devon Butler. Hopefully we can win that, bag a little bit more respect. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Jump right into the action with quali 1 or qualifying in general of China. Let's do it. Here we go then, into qualifying at China. Apologies, been a little bit of an idiot. I forgot to sort out the split screen stuff, so apologies that it's literally going to be half screen. But as we come through over yet again, going for our quali 1 lap, so you don't get away any secrets before I show them in just a second. But expectations for this race, if we can score points again, that would be a brilliant result. So far, we've managed to do that in both Australia and Bahrain, and points for 3 races on the trot would be a very strong start to the season here. Although we do want to see, hopefully, Lando Norris start to pick up some points. As I said before, I would have rather have had Sainz as my teammate, but sadly we did get Lando. As great as a young driver he is, he hasn't performed too well. And as you can see now, the quali 1 results are on screen. Albon, Russell, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi and Kubica really becoming the bottom 5 at the moment so far, definitely in this series. Those 5 always been struggling, and I think fair number of times been out in quali 1, which means we are comfortably through into the second session of qualifying. So as you can see though, we do sadly get knocked out in the next round though, out in quali 2. Not the result we wanted. 11th place beat by Devon bloody Butler of all people to get a spot into Q3, although surprisingly even more so, Sebastian Vettel out in Q2 went with the mediums, wants to get an extra set of soft, and has screwed up his game a little bit with that play, and it may come to cost him when we get into the future. But we're out in quali 2. Let's jump into the race. Here we go then, we have 5 red lights at the Chinese Grand Prix, and they're out, and away we go. We're on a very good start here, coming straight away at Perez and Magnussen, and normally they have got get off to a very quick start indeed. They do both fly around, so we got a little bit too early on the brakes into turn 1. We're kind of boxed here between Butler and Perez, trying to find a gap. We've also got Weber on our outside. We get a big hit along with Magnussen there, slamming the cars together. We look like we've managed to pull messily the move off, and we're up into P10. The 2 racing points of Force Indias, as you may want to call them, up ahead of us as we come into the hairpin. Let's see what we can do as we come through this first couple of turns. Obviously we've got pressure tyres than those that made it into Q3, so maybe we can make an impact as we make a dive down the inside of Sergio Perez. A great move on a man that really thwarted our sides in the last race, though we do run a bit wide there, have to cover our position. We managed to hold it up into P9 already, up 2 places for our start. Things are starting along swimmingly, and now we're making the move with our F2 rival, our new rival in Formula 1 now as well, Devon Butler. We're going to try and go around the out bloody side here, and we might just be able to pull them off. We do. We're up into P8. It's an electric start to the Chinese Grand Prix for us, as we've slotted up past both of the racing points who are highlighted as our big rivals so far in the midfield. The Renaults haven't had the greatest start to the season, though today obviously getting off a little bit stronger in 6th and 7th. You can see if you look on the minimap, Vettel slowly climbing up some places after his poor qualifying, as well as we come into the hairpin, starting to come to the end of the first lap. You can see Gasly and Verstappen fighting up ahead as well, while the front 3 starting anyway. We're making a move on Ricciardo here. Can we pull this one off? Don't think we're quite going to be able to get it. We try it on the switchback, but I think Ricciardo's managed to cover his position, get a strong enough move off the line. Now Devon Butler coming back again. He wants revenge. He looks to the inside. We cover it, sorry, the outside even. Now he's trying to slip on the inside, but we're really pushing away, trying to stop him getting that. But we run right a little bit through turn 1. He's trying to get his nose in there, and he's just done that, just a tad. And we're side by side heading in through the S-bends. We've just managed to hold it for the moment. P8 is our position as we come to the at the end of lap 2, the end of sector 1 in lap 2. Move on now though, a couple of seconds down the line. We're making the move now on Ricciardo. Our second attempt of the move, Ricciardo with a switch out to the side, almost bashes us out of the way. We managed to get the move off, avoiding the hit. We're up now into P7, a flying start to this Grand Prix. Lap 5 now, we're about to be coming into the pits. You can see a couple of men already gone in. Gasly and Hulkenberg fighting up ahead of us is exactly what we like to see. Those two, they're holding each other up, and that just allows us to get closer and closer. Nico, we're following him into the pits. Pierre Gasly staying out on track, surprisingly, for a little bit longer. So, again though, we have screwed up that pit entrance, something that I need to learn how to bloody do, otherwise it's really going to screw us in a lot of races. We head into the pits, currently P10. Lucas Weber there overtakes us. Butler, we're going to come out of the pits well ahead of him, although he may have held us up for a split second there, annoyingly, but we're at the pits. That looks like we're going to be sitting in P10 with Sebastian bloody Vettel sitting just behind us, and it looks like the Force India, well, expect Perez coming around as well. Okay, then lap 7, and Sebastian Vettel has been peeking around our shoulder for a long time. We are, on the positive side, catching Pierre Gasly slowly but steadily, who is on the hard tyres. Eventually did pits. It's a bit weird that he made the choice to do that, but I think we might struggle here. Vettel, sorry, is going to have DRS. We're on rich mode, full ERS hot lap, but we're literally on 2%, so I think we're going to be able to do very little to defend here and see the German flies past, and we're down into 7th with that, although we're not really competing in the championship with Ferrari, so maybe not the end of the world. Lando Norris actually sitting in 8th place. We're going to try and make a move back on Sebastian Vettel, like we did against Butler. He covers us very well, switching to both sides. Sadly, Norris has lost position out to Perez. Is down to P9, but hopefully he can pick up his first points of the season as well. As we go through the S-bend, sticking right to the back of him. You can see we're on to lap 10 now. Vettel has got past Gasly as we slam into the back, actually, of the Frenchman. A little bit of a foul move there, but nothing said by the officials. We carry on the move, and again, it's becoming a classic curve because we've done it on both Gasly and Ricciardo now. Round the outside of that slight or long turn, as you would call it, we're up into P6 now as we come onto the final lap of the Grand Prix. Gasly is right behind us. We should just be able to hold the position until we screw up, mate. We go onto the curve just a little too much. Skid, and Gasly is gone. Yellow flags are up. We'll be able to dribble our way back onto the circuit. That is a huge mistake to be making on lap 14 of the Grand Prix. Luckily for us, we only lose one spot on the grid. Hulkenberg far enough away not to be able to catch us. As you can see, Charles Leclerc gets the victory. Comes stick flag. It's a 7th place result, a decent performance, but that screw up at the end is so annoying.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again.
It's another strong performance of Charles Leclerc in his debut season for Ferrari. First place yet again, the two Mercedes following right up behind him in 2nd and 3rd. We get a strong 7th place finish with Lando Norris also bagging his first points of the season. Gasly though is able to overtake both myself and Perez in the standings, meaning we sit now in 8th place. Meanwhile, in the constructors, sitting very happily in 5th between Racing Point and Renault, with 4 teams yet to score any points. We've got a quick interview now though with Claire, see what we're saying. You gained a lot of position during the race. What do I say? Trying to remember. I really can't. It was a great car. The car was sticking to track very well. We're going to try and please as many departments as we can to keep ourselves really in the good book. We're not going to go for arrogant. We're going to say there's no secret, just a great team. And this question screws with us because it's like we don't have a good option, and it does decrease our rep with Mclaren a little bit, but the strong result should be holding us up strong enough. Into the 2nd Grand Prix of the episode, and I'm sorry I've made the mistake yet again with that split screen thing. We are here now at Baku. See if we can pull off another strong performance. As I said last race, 3 points finishes now in the bag. We're having a very, very good debut season, beating both Devon Butler and Lucas Weber, which is great to see. I think we're the top rookie, because I don't think Norris is ahead of us either, so a very strong start to the season. You can see we're coming through Baku here, not sure what to expect with it. It's with a bit like Bahrain, some good corners for us with the tight ones, but in the same respect, you've got the long straight that's in a screw with our weak engine and could really create some issues for us in the Grand Prix. Hopefully we'll see the quality 1 results in just a second, and there they are, I think. And you see Lando Norris out in Q1. Other than that, it's the same bottom 4 of Russell, Giovinazzi, Kubica and Raikkonen at the bottom. But Norris out in Q1 is exactly what we do not want to be seeing 16th on the grid is going to be a tough start for the young lads. As we come into the third sector, you can see we have a little bit of a wheel wobble there, but I feel like we can go pretty strong through these last couple of corners just because of the way that our car is set up. Also, an undercut on that last turn before the straight is definitely a possibility to come onto it now. Really, our first opportunity to take a look at the speed of the car. Obviously, got to be careful there. Not Champions Wall like in Canada, but definitely a place to smash up your car if you get that turn wrong. But you can see now the quality 2 results. We don't have a good quality 2. Down in 14th. I think the lack of pace in the Mclaren has created issues with both. You can see the Hasses and the Renaults having slightly strong performances in comparison to us. But let's get into the race.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The Baku city circuit measures roughly 6 kilometers and is made up of 20 corners and 2 DRS zones. The circuit winds around the narrow city, through the old town, and even brushes against the city's medieval walls. However, as beautiful as the setting is, this track is also a ferocious technical challenge, where the smallest of mistakes could lead to catastrophic consequences for all of our drivers. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Max Verstappen and Butler, Perez, Gasly, Ricciardo and Roman Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Lucas Faber, Skip, Albon, Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica. Norris and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Here we are then, 5 red lights at the Baku Grand Prix in the light out, and away we go. Magnussen swings out wide. We're starting off in 14th with a lot of places to gain. No real room to get through at the beginning. You've got 2 Hasses really clogging up the whole of the corner. So we're going to toe in on Lucas Weber though, see if we can pull that through as Magnussen scoops over the curb and almost takes Weber out with him. So we may be able to try and pull to the outside, but Weber covers his options. We're going to be stuck here a little bit between the two, the Dane and the German, trying to find some gaps on the circuit. It's obviously tough to overtake when Magnussen breaks very early and forces us to do likewise. There's mainly an opportunity for us to make a dip down the inside on Magnussen here as we go. We still over the curve a little bit, and we're not going to be able to pull the move of Magnussen, able to get the position back that we just tried to grab at. So 14th place seems to be where we are sitting at the moment. You can see ahead of us, we've got 2 Renaults, Grosjean, Weber and Magnussen, looking like our main rivals for this Grand Prix. But you can clearly see, if we are going to score points today, we have got a lot of catching up to do. Later on in the first lap now, we're taking a move on Magnussen, who goes over the curve very late every time, and that's allowed us to completely undercut him through that corner. We're up into P13, although this is where I'm worried. We're going to find out if our engine is strong enough as we swerve quite heavily through both those corners. Also going to cost us a little bit of time. Sebastian Vettel sets the first lap of the race. You see Magnussen with his faster engine, he's got the speed on this and there's nothing we can do. As Giovinazzi also makes a move. He's had a very strong start to the race. We're able to hold him off and remain in P14 for the first lap. Not a single position gain. We go a couple of seconds down the line. We're trying to take another peek at Magnussen as he locks up, bumps over the curb yet again, and we're able to snatch position. And Magnussen just doesn't seem to be learning, but he's fighting back still, trying to claw up that out inside line. No luck for him though. We're up to P13. Thankfully though, the others are all holding each other up because it's a street circuit, so we're able to fairly quickly catch back up to the back of this middle colour train with Pierre Gasly, by the looks of things, at the front of it. And again, we are on the straight then, and Magnussen is right behind us, and again, it happens, and there you can see the problem. You can see the problem right there. I should have checked it beforehand. It's creating issues. It's already on a 60% drag issue, so that's going to slow us down even further. But they're back to 14th place on the grid. As Magnussen now, a lap later, makes a move on Lucas Weber. They're going to go wheel to wheel as Weber now goes over the curve. The AI seems to have a weird way of doing that corner. It makes it very dangerous. We now take a punt at Weber. I think we've got the position on our former teammate up into 13th on the grid. And we're now going to have a go at Magnussen as well. Almost slamming into the back of Grosjean. We go wheel to wheel here. But we've got the inside line. We've got the position of the two then that we've really been scrapping with in a very intense start. Back and forth here at Baku. We're going to go on Grosjean now. 4 drivers here. Verstappen clearly not had a great start to the Grand Prix. Down in 9th place. We're right on the wheel. Right up the gearbox of Grosjean. But the question is, are we going to struggle again? We're definitely going to have DRS. But is that going to be enough to cover our asses? Magnussen, he's going to get that move off again. This ICE that I should have checked is creating the biggest of problems as Verstappen heads very early into the pits. We've got drivers swerving all over the shop trying to find the gap. We may be able to profit from it here. As Magnussen held up by his teammate there as he kind of boxed him out. We were always slammed into the barriers. Grosjean now goes to make a move on Nico Hulkenberg. That is smooth as you like round the outside of Romain Grosjean there. He's going for the position back, the Frenchman, with his extra bit of speed that I'm going to keep banging on about. But we definitely have a chance, Jesus Christ, of catching up here. P11, points are on the target, and he goes poorly through that corner again. They always seem to struggle. We could have a chance for P10, but he closes us out a little bit, not leaving us a lot of space. We have to back off. Still got one wheel in there, but not really quite enough. We're going to go for a dive, and you can see again, he shuts the door as quickly as he can, and this has allowed Nico to start to streak off into the distance here. I'm really stuck in a Haas sandwich right now, and it's not a position you want to be in at all. As we go, we get him on the switchback. Grosjean is past. We're up into P10, the points. We're up in the points now, but obviously a long way to go in this race, and a straight to come in a second that could really fuck us over. As now we're on to lap 6. A couple of drivers have pit. Magnussen again has got us back, so we plough a little bit heavily into the back of him there, but can we get him with DRS even with our engine issues? Hopefully we can pull off the move here. You can see we're slowly closing in the back as Lucas Weber is out of the race. Pretty good for us. While the drivers though, it's Ray Magnussen. It's hit the barrier. I said they were going in too deep there, and that is going to really help us, give us the second that we need to maybe get out of that nasty DRS zone and away. Magnussen, a big mess up there, and P7 looks to be ours. We're headed into the pits now at the end of lap 6. We're going to lose some positions, but we've got a bit of space, to be honest. They seem to have fought Magnussen and Grosjean when they really should have played their cards a lot better there. Tried to help each other, get each other slipstream, but no, probably not the most intelligent move they made. We head into the pits. P14 out of 19 right now. Lucas Weber, of course, out of the Grand Prix. And looks like that's where we're going to come out 15th. Russell coming down the straight. I hope we come out ahead of him, and we do. Vettel is out of the session here. We did cross the white line. Sorry about that, officials, but Vettel's out of the session. That is huge. First up, a place for us, which we very badly need. And then we get some more, as there are a few more men still to go in the pits, including Norris, who with his 5-place grid penalty or whatever, has really struggled in 19th of the grid. Always going to be a tough race for him, but lap 9 now, you can see the final man to pass, and we're up into the points, up into P10. And maybe, just maybe, Gasly is catchable. And you can see a lap later, lap 11, we're right up his gearbox. Can we get him? Obviously we screwed up and gave him the position in China in the first race of this episode. We're comfortable in the points, can't see Kubica catching us anytime soon. We've got the DRS, we swerve to the left, and we have got the pace on Gasly here up into P9. 2 points from a tough start and a lot of scrapping could be a very good reward from this Grand Prix. You can see though, as we come on to the final lap of the race, Lewis Hamilton does get the victory in the Grand Prix. This has probably been our toughest race so far, and probably our best performance so far. A couple of things have gone our way. Weber and Vettel going out has helped us gain a couple of positions. Magnussen going into the barrier a little bit really helped us, and the strong pit strategy as well. But it's a good performance. Ricardo just gets beaten. Verstappen takes both of the Renaults on the line, but it's a 9th place finish for us. I will 100% take that from where we started.
That was a fantastic drive.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
So at the end of the Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton gets another win as a 1-2 for Mercedes, but the big shot is Sergio Perez on the bloody podium. Also Devon Butler in 5th place. It's a great weekend for Racing Point. The Renaults also coming up pretty strong with 7th and 8th. We get 9th, and Pierre Gasly with a poor performance in 10th. We do now, at the end of that 4th race, sit in, I was about to say 16th, 9th in the championship with 16 points. A pretty good start to our debut season. Sadly, Butler has overtaken us though, and we are neck and neck with Renault heading into races 5 and 6. For next episode, that will be coming tomorrow, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. For now, I'll see you guys next time. Peace!
She told me that I'm not enough, and she left me with a broken heart. She fooled me twice and it's all my fault. She cut too deep, now she left me scarred. Now there's so many thoughts going through my brain, and now I'm taking these shots like it's Novocaine. Yeah. Ooh, I fall apart. Down to my core. Ooh, I fall apart. Down to my core. Ooh, didn't know before. Surprised when you call me up, though. Hardest damn jury I bought. You was my shorty, I know. Never caught a feeling this hard. Harder than the liquor I bought. Tell me you don't want me no more, but I can't let go. Everybody told me so.